fraud against a quasi who sat there, one of these friends. And all of the peace plan leaders knew the only way they could meet the remedy delivery commitments was by totally destroying the protection fraud network. Well, the absolute priority of the UK Cabinet was ex-time file concealment frauds, because they had been running using ex-time for the sex crime blackmail business. And so what that got, the remedy, big bribes for the Mr. Trump, ex-time file concealment frauds for the UK Cabinet, defence sabotage frauds for Russia against Ukraine, Western Europe and NATO. Because the King kept the peace plan states together, there were treason deal failures. So by early 2026, President Trump faced treason liability. He needed a treason defence plan. So he needed war frauds against Iran, total bombardment, total victory, war hero status, and war hero immunity.
I know that's a shame.
That's Lilo. You take the one, I'll follow after you.
You hold that. It's recording.
Okay.
I'm Nilu Berry, one of Lee's friends of 12 years. I want to say apologies to some of his other friends who couldn't make it today, Keith Dennis and Leslie Ross, Professor Nigel Harper, to do with the banking force, Anthony Stansfield, ex-crime commissioner of Thames Valley Police, who spent £7 million prosecuting the Lloyds bankers. In 2017, they got 49 years, jail sentences, and Lee was a very good friend of Anthony Stansfield. I got an apology from Carol Woods, the child rights activist, from Penny Arnold, again another spiritual guide, friend of Barry Lyndon there. Got a message from Belinda, which is very long, but we've got a very short slot. I'm going to quickly skip through it. Before that, I've got a message from His Majesty Sugihara Tonogoro, who is the greatest president of the United Nations, for whom Lee and I were volunteers for those 12 years. And he says, and his name is M1 Mr. Sino, short name, and he says, "Dear God, accept my brother, Lee J. Cant, who fought your way back to you, and give the strength of ease to the family of all those left behind in light with your light. HMAS Sugihara Tonogoro." He is the nephew of John F. Kennedy. He is the nephew of the founding greatest president of the United Nations, I.R. Sukarno. The website that I've put the secret top UN documents on is https://unosim, unosim.webnode, that's webnode.co.uk. Now on those documents we have the G8 2013 plan for debt erasure, distribution of $1 quintillion backed by gold. And Lee and I were the UK, with Penny Arnold and a few others, were the UK volunteers for that project, which is ongoing and imminent. We keep saying that, imminent. So that's the good news, that I'm sure Lee is up there with his light workers, trying to sort all this out for us, because he was, to me, he was a god on this planet. His energy on this planet brought us to where we are today, to that point. Because of his sustainability of the frauds, he had to show everyone what they did wrong to those who were less able to see than him. He could see everything. He was KPMG auditor, bank auditor in his time. He was very spiritual. He was meditating a lot, and he connected to the ancient buildings, the historic. He had an amazing memory. His memory was like it was like a computer system. He never forgot anything, unless it suited him. He did forget to get out of certain situations. He did. And Sabine sends her regards. Sabine is an ex-CERN. She's in Germany. She sends her regards for Edward Ellis and for Lee, obviously. We're all connected spiritually, and I do feel Lee will continue in his work, even past his physical body. I feel his presence is here today. He's laughing, he's always sniggering. So I always remember his snigger, and that when they leave their physical body, they do much, much more damage than they can do in their physical body. And I'll end it there. Thank you.
Is it shame?
Firstly, everything that has been stated is really absolute truth. How do you sum up Lee's life? Lee was not an ocean, he was the oceans. Unfathomable in depth. You couldn't get around him, you couldn't get under him. And he was absolutely tenacious for the truth and had great integrity around it. He really did. I've helped to Lee in the Royal Courts of Justice on multiple times, as myself, Edward, Nilu, Belinda, to name but a few, Graham Moore, another High Court case, have witnessed the corruption in the system. I vowed to Lee at the Royal Courts of Justice, if ever we get a chance, we will change the judiciary. We will change the system. Well, I'm blessed and fortunate to have my co-worker with me today, who is Sid, and he has the Christian People Alliance Party. I'm just going to ask him to step up, give a few words of his integrity and his ability about the family and what the ethos of the party are about. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. And it was me that saved Lee's life. Them fucks were going to murder him. I stopped them from murdering him in his flat. I stopped that. So thank you.
Okay, well, thank you. I'll take very little time, but I think all of us have to be focused on truth and justice. And I remember when I was at university, my professor used to say, the truth will out. You can only live in following evil and following lies for so long. The truth will out. And we absolutely stand for the truth. We stand for the importance of marriage and the family and caring for children. We stand for caring for the poor, and sometimes when you've got crime going on, it's the poor that are often suffer the most. And we absolutely stand for fighting crime, and we believe that the way to do that is to work with people when they come out of prison, to give them somewhere to live, to give them proper support. It's no good letting people out of prison and throwing them onto the streets. Reoffending is, on our national average, is 40%. but where Christian charities have worked with people coming out of prison.
It's great to know everyone speak about Lee, and I'm quite surprised about the different people that knew Lee, worked with Lee. And yes, in the name of truth and justice, I also came across Lee, and we met at the Royal Court of Justice. And I just wanted to sum up a few things. It may be simple, but how significant it is about Lee, the type of man he is. And I say he is because he's still with us in his energy. And that was what I remember Lee for, was always bringing a trolley of sandwiches and food. For everyone. So that shows the selflessness of him, and that is what he did. He taught about energy at school, that energy is never lost, it's transferred. And when you transpire, that energy leaves us. It leaves the physical body, however, it's still around. So I know in every way, Lee is still with us, and for the family to be assured that, yes, he left a legacy, however, his energy is still around, and it actually fuels us as well to keep on going. And that is what I like to share, that his energy is with us, and he was a very selfless and thoughtful man of everybody else. Thank you.